It seems that hardly a week goes by without the publication of a new health scare. If we were to take all these scares seriously, we would be afraid to eat anything at all. Yet, it is difficult for the lay person. Now, this isn't in the text, but I'm going to explain to you what a lay person is. All right, it's nothing to do with lying down. So a lay person is a person who doesn't have any professional or specialized knowledge in a particular subject that you're talking about. All right, so I'm a lay person when it comes to medical knowledge. All right, I'm a lay person when it comes to anything to do with the stars and astronomy. Right, I know nothing about those. I'm a lay person. I'm an ordinary person who knows nothing about a lot of stuff. So that's what a lay person is. So yet it is difficult for the lay person to decide which should be taken seriously and which should be taken with a pinch of salt. And that means, taken with a pinch of salt means not to believe something completely, as it might not be true or accurate. All right, so do we take it seriously? Or do we go, don't necessarily believe that? Do we take it with a pinch of salt? All of them seem so convincing when we read them, and most of us do not have the specialized knowledge to separate the wheat from the chaff. Should we be protected from such scares until they are at least completely scientifically substantiated? Now, substantiated means to be confirmed, to be proved as correct or true. That's what to substantiate means, something, okay? Completely scientifically substantiated. Is it once again the media, always a convenient whipping boy? And whipping boy, remember, is someone who is punished in some way for mistakes made by someone else. So is it once again the media, always a convenient whipping boy for everything, it seems, who are to blame? Not so long ago, we would have been kept in the dark. So be kept in the dark means to keep something secret from someone. So it seems, not so long ago we would have been kept in the dark about health scares, as we were about so many things. But this is the age of communication and communication technology. So shouldn't the media take the wraps off things that we should be concerned about? Okay, to take the wraps off means to stop keeping something secret. The communication revolution has meant that we have a great deal more information to absorb than the case formerly, and this means than before. Okay, to absorb than was the case before. So this case formerly. This is a time-consuming exercise, and it is often difficult to get one's head around it. Or some. Okay, so to get your head around something means to succeed in understanding something, especially something difficult. I understand that now. Okay, I've got my head around it, finally. To make matters worse, and this means to make an already difficult situation even more difficult. To make matters worse, much of the information is ever changing. This is particularly true of the food field. It seems that no sooner do we take on board, and to take on board means to listen to and understand or accept something. So it seems that no sooner do we take on board what we should eat and what we should not eat than they move the goalposts. So many of us thought that we had got the whole thing sussed. All right, now sussed is a slang word meaning to understand all about something, sometimes after investigating or carefully studying it. All right, you've worked it out, now you understand it. You've got it sussed. All right, it's a bit of a slang. We should avoid red meat like the plague. Remember I mentioned earlier, a plague is something awful that spreads like a disease. The plague of Ebola in Africa, or swine flu, or even a plague of locusts or frogs. When there's a lot of something and it's bad and it's spreading, we say it's a plague. Okay? Because it increased our cholesterol levels and was bad for our heart. So we should avoid red meat like the plague, because it increased our cholesterol levels and was bad for our heart. Then it was chicken, which was a no-go area. Remember the no-go area? Something which should not be mentioned. Okay, don't talk about it. Okay, don't talk about it, otherwise you'll upset somebody. Mustn't discuss. Okay, because of the risk of salmonella. Now, if you don't know what salmonella is, it's a bacteria that is in chicken. If you allow your chicken to warm up, you don't cook it properly, and this bacteria gets into your gut, into your intestines, it can cause very bad food poisoning. So salmonella is nasty, horrible. So then it was chicken, which was a no-go area because of the risk of salmonella. Still, at least fruit and vegetables were all right, positively bursting with goodness, we were told. Not so now, apparently. Recently, we have been advised that a considerable amount of the fruit and vegetable which are on display in our supermarkets have unacceptably and even dangerously high levels of pesticide in them. It appears that whenever we open our mouths and put something in it, we could be damaging our health. That's an exaggeration, isn't it? We just cannot avoid living dangerously if we are to eat. Probably the only thing to do is to stop worrying about it. Worry, after all, endangers our health.